How do you get over someone? You're always gonna carry that weight. Time will strengthen your back. It's been 2 years. I still think about it every single day. I'm unsure if this makes sense, but now it hurts on the inside. I still dream about her. Still wish I could done something to save the relationship. In my eyes she was the love of my life, and I'm honestly scared that I'll never get over her. I wish I could stop thinking about her for just one day. Just one. Nobody knows about it. I suffer alone. You'll try a million things, but the only real answers are time and or eternal sunshine of the spotless mind in them. Just watch this movie. Such a great film that I took too long to watch. Maybe you watched it already and you just eternal sunshine yourself. Don't listen to sad songs or the songs you both like. It will scratch your heart every time. Edit. Thanks for my first award. Play it out in your mind. Have the full unabashed conversation like that person was standing right in front of you. Talk to them. Remember why you aren't together. If it was mutual, then this usually works. If it's one-sided and your heart is broken, embrace it. Embrace the pain. Remember, if there isn't anything you can do about the situation, the only thing you can change is the way you react to it. American English of fatty. Love your fate. If this person you wish to get over has passed on, and everything in the world is muted grey, dull, and terrible, then in my experience, getting over is not something you should really even attempt. That person, as all people, are never truly gone from this world until they are forgotten. It is your duty to live your life as best you can, never forgetting them, but also loving as they would have wanted you to. Go on adventures, pet dogs, eat strange foods, read books that challenge your beliefs, grow as a person, and maybe one day find love again, knowing full well that they would approve. I'm 40 now, and it seems the older I get, the easier it becomes to walk away from people. I've met the love of my life 3 different times. I've loved women without ever telling them. I've been rejected, cheated on, dumped, ghosted, married and divorced. I've had one night stands and 12-year relationships. The only thing I can tell you is that the people we chose to love leave pieces of themselves within us. Oftentimes, you don't even realize it until you have a strange desire to go to a Nike on a Saturday afternoon and have no idea why until you walk in and feel the nostalgia of walking around with someone, laughing at odd chairs, and wondering why this insignificant thing meant so much. There's going to be good days, and there's going to be bad days. I used to convince myself that I didn't think of him anymore, but the truth was I thought of him every day, until I didn't. People say you need time, but you also need patience. Just when I thought I was finally getting over him, I started to dream of him. I would wake up in tears because of how angry I was that I was doing so good on moving on. Yet all it took was one 15-second dream to pull me back 20 steps. But in order to move on, you have to let yourself feel every emotion and have patience. This is exactly what is happening to me right now. It is frustrating. I was doing better. Now I dream about her every night since a few nights, and it makes each start of my day a sad one. I improve during the day and then the cycle repeats itself. I wanna reach out and talk every morning, but I know it would only make it worse for me. I'm still figuring that out too, but here are what helped me in the process. Sit with your feelings. Acknowledge it. There will be days where you just want to cry and do nothing in bed. Let yourself grieve and cry as many times as it takes. Try to remove your ex from your social media feed. If you don't want to block them just yet, hide their posts/stories. This includes Spotify if you both have it. Limiting their visibility on your feed would reduce the unnecessary trigger points. If you don't want to delete your chats, archive them. This helped me a lot because I wanted to reconnect back so bad, but I know it won't yield any good outcome. So anytime I want to reconnect back, I made it hard for myself cause I need to go for the extra clicks. Also, if you really want to reconnect, and no you shouldn't, type what you want to say to your ex but don't send. Do something else like watch a YouTube video, have a meal, read, then come back to that text. Usually that urge subsides for me and I became more logical after walking away from it. Remove photos that you took together out of your sight. Take down social media posts that you had with your ex. I couldn't bring myself to delete my whole year worth of photos in my phone, so I put them in my hard drive, which I don't usually reach out for unless I want to back up stuff. In a way, move the photos from your phone to some other drive that you don't usually see. When you can, pick up a new activity or pick up what you have dropped before. Could be as simple as researching on topics you were once interested in. Reading. Watching shows that you never watched but said you would. Go to a cafe. This is a hard one, but I realize is required for me to outgrow my ex. To consciously keep letting go over and over again. It's gonna hurt cause random times a memory will come up from a simple action like going to the store, coffee, cooking, etc. This can happen as frequent as your brain wants it. When that feeling comes, go back to point 1. Then tell yourself that you are letting go of that. Let go of the expectations you have had for the future. Let go of that memory. TL. Doctor, sit with your feelings and cry as much as you need to. Remove your ex from any feed that you see, including photos, chats, social media, items too even. Do something new or something that you said you would but never got to do. Consciously letting go in your mind. That last bullet point though, it's the hardest and most heartbreaking one. I ducking hate it, but you're right. It's what we have to do. Letting go of the future I thought we would have is the hardest thing ever. Tears and time. It takes a while, but you will eventually figure out whether you actually miss them or the idea of them. Okay, so you figured out that you miss them, not just the idea of them. What's next? Stop trying too hard to get over. When I had my first breakup, I tried too hard to distract myself and everything kept reminding me of her. The point being, if you feel sad, it's okay. If you miss them, it's okay. If you feel jealous seeing them with someone else, it's okay. If I could go back and do one thing differently was self-love. I did not love myself enough and kept thinking about what I could have done better. Now I'm old enough to realize that relationship is two people and you can't keep it together just by yourself. It has already been suggested here. Love yourself more. Get healthy, fit, or learn a new hobby. Do something you always wanted to do but were too preoccupied to do before. I'm reading these replies with interest. Today would have been our 14-year anniversary if he hadn't ended it last year. I think it's so hard because I'm so close to his family and still see them. I can't cut them out of my life, and yet it means I'll always have reminders of him. I don't want to find someone else. I'm never letting myself be destroyed again. I just want to get over him. Edit. Thank you everyone for your kind words. I know I'll be okay. I've got a great brother and sister who look out for me. I'm very lucky. The reason I'm close to his family was because he worked away a lot and I saw more of them than he did. After 13 years they consider me part of their family. Edit 2. Thank you so much to whoever gave me the award. It's my first ever one, so I've got the warm and fuzzies. It's made my day. Time. Time plus active life. It helps to be socially, physically, intellectually, creatively active and growing. This builds new layers of experiences and memories which help bury the past and gives rise to opportunities to recover from those old wounds and move forward, embracing new things, places, and people. Time alone isn't enough. The old hurt can remain close to the surface without piling on a well-lived life on top of what you want to leave behind. It's not a way to compartmentalize. It's more about embracing your own life and living it rather than letting a trauma kneecap you and causing it to hurt you in the long run. Bad things happen, but you have to keep moving forward to get to the other good things you shouldn't miss out on. I'm in my 50s, so I've gone through some of this and dealt with it both ways. Moving forward is the better way. Look mate, I got divorced 4 months ago and here's what I've learned through lots of thought and pain. You won't. Don't let that discourage you though. The more it hurts, the longer it takes to get over someone. The more you know you cared about that person. I don't know your situation, so I can't be specific. But what helped me was not turning away from that pain. You need to face whatever fear, loss, anger, sorrow, pity, anxiety, or loneliness you feel, and question why you feel this way. What about this person do you miss? What did this person bring into your life or relationship that made you happy? And then you have to realize that all those same actions, thoughts, and feelings the other person gave you, you can self-generate that same energy. Just because they are gone doesn't mean you can't learn from them and become a better and happier person without them in your life. Be happy that it happened, not sad because it's gone. IDK if I'm rambling or not. I just want to help if I can. Accept the things you cannot change. That includes people. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.